Alrighty, welcome to another episode of
Where I can top my knee.
Ooh, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jonathan. And we are a boys love podcast that talks about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around them.
And Jonathan, I think you have seen a lot of BLs where they get wet in many ways.
Oh.
But I'm going to change gears a little bit today. Well, just for now. Because I listened to snippets of a podcast earlier this week, and I'm still shocked by the fact that there are people who don't use a washcloth or sponge or loofah or body scrubber to clean their body in the shower. And then they have the audacity to tell us on their podcast.
Girl, some people like to give out a lot of information.
Yeah, and then the worst part is when I was listening to this, so they were two women, clear women.
Oh,
okay.
Caucus woman.
Who said using a washcloth is disgusting.
Oh, I think I saw that on Twitter too.
And they just use body wash and their hand to wash their body. But then they proceeded to say they don't even wash daily, but like once a week.
That's just nasty. Oh, wasn't there like two celebrities that did that too? Ashton Kutcher and like Mila Kunis were like bragging about that they don't shower every day.
They don't wash their kids more than like a month or something. I was
like, I don't know. That sounds nasty.
That sounds disgusting. And they probably are greasy and stinky.
Stanky.
And I don't get it. Like, what happened to hygiene?
I think it's a culture thing. Like, I understand if you're taking like a quick shower, but if you're dirty and you feel dirty, girl, give it a little scrub.
Right. And like using a wash, first of all, I think some people don't understand that a washcloth you use once per bathing. So that means you throw that into the washing machine before the next use. That's what you're supposed to do. But if you don't have time for that, or you don't have wash and dryer, that's when you have a loofah or a sponge or a body scrubber. That's what those
which
are
usually
there for.
do. I think that's marketed to a lot of people.
Right. Like I use a body scrubber.
Loofahs.
Yeah, I have a body scrubber because I like my skin to be exfoliated.
On TikTok, you see like the African net sponge advertised a lot.
Listen, those things are great. I don't have one, but back when I was a young whippersnapper and I would spend my summers in Nigeria.
Summer in the streets.
Yeah, not in the street. I was a young thing. I was in Nigeria, okay?
In the streets.
Not in the streets. But anyway, I would use one of those, like, because that was what was commonplace, My mom is opposed to using them. I don't know why, but she's a loofah girl, as far as I know, a loofah girl. So, but the thing is, you use something to scrub your body, okay?
After a hard day of Pilates and yoga,
doing all whatever, and then you got these two clear
your 5K
women
run,
giving us cooter smell and all of that. Anyway.
Anyway, speaking of cooter smell, no.
Let's get to word on the tweet.
The word on the tweet has nothing to do with that whole conversation. Let's see. Is there anything that's related? No,
but there's
really.
a lot. There's a lot, I think.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of new content was announced this past week. So we have a new KBL coming out with the same director that made To My Star.
Oh.
And that was a masterpiece in its own.
It was.
The show's called Let Free the Curse of Taekwondo.
So that means they're going to be fighting?
I have no idea. I try to like get a little bit of information, but try not to watch any trailers or anything because I want to be surprised.
Yeah,
Because some of these
we
BL
like the
trailers
element of
telling the whole
surprise.
story.
Yeah,
So,
sometimes they really be telling us everything. We don't need to be knowing everything. Like, supposed to
or
give
they
us
like spoil
a
like
little
all the
taste.
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, not
So I'm
spoiling it
excited
for
for that. We
us.
haven't had a good KBL since, I'm gonna say since oh my god, what was the name?
Love for love's sake.
Yes, Love for Love's Sake.
Yeah, I think that was the last one.
That
I
was the
think.
last like real
Yeah,
amazing one.
yeah, that might have been the last one. What else is popping
So
off?
we sent this to each other, this new Chinese Omegaverse show
Yeah.
called Couple or Not.
Yes, yes. Because how often do we get a Chinese BL of any
How often
sort?
do we get Omegaverse anything? Like
Okay.
I'm still gagged. I don't know. I haven't read any Omegaverse stuff. I have a little bit, I guess.
I have
As a
not
teen,
at all. I know what it
after
is,
watching
but
like
I
Teen
haven't at
Wolf,
all.
I've watched like some Teen Wolf, like read some Teen Wolf fan fiction about like Omegaverse, but never like too deep into the whole genre.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that's gonna translate into a show. How does that work? Pit-Bay, we barely got Omegaverse stuff.
I guess we'll find out. I mean, I'm just excited, period, that it is, we're getting a any kind of Chinese BL, even if it's
Mm-hmm.
alluding to it just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't get this often, So
So we'll definitely tune in.
yeah, well, we're gonna be tuned in.
And another thing,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be a spin-off. Well, the show that we're watching right now at 25 o'clock in Akasaka is ending next week on
Yes.
Thursday, right?
Yes.
It's been a good ride. It's been dragging a little bit,
A
but
good ride. We got one
you
more
know,
episode. It'll
yeah,
probably
one more
wrap up
episode.
everything for us.
Wrap up this miscommunication trope that's in everything right now. But it's coming out with a spin-off of those other two side boys that are in the show. And it's going to be called At 24 O'Clock in Asakusa.
Oh. And I
I
thought
was
they
like,
had something, but
really?
are they kind of throwing it at us? Because
I feel like
we
this
didn't
kinda,
see it develop too much.
yeah, they gave us nothing in this show. Like that new boy, that younger boy with the body that came in.
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to get with that other character that's in the show, but like,
Right. And
if
I was
nobody got
hoping that would
lines,
happen, but they didn't really
they're
develop
not setting up
that.
anything.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna do it at the final hour.
Yeah.
During this finale.
I guess we'll see.
Hmm.
I guess
We'll see. Yeah, and then I just put that we're still waiting for so many other shows. We're still waiting for Wuju Bakery.
I thought they came out with the date for that finally.
No date.
They did?
Jeff over here dropping a whole trailer for his own show before they even dropped their Wuju Bakery show that they announced back in 2022.
And it's funny because Barcode is gonna be in this new show.
Yeah, and it looks good. Did you watch the trailer for Happy Ending?
I didn't. I restrained. I used
it looks
restraint.
so good. It didn't spoil too much. It was like a teaser of a teaser of a.
Okay, then I'll probably watch it.
It's very like dark and kind of thriller. I don't know. It's cool. It looks really
And
cool.
I love dark.
Yeah, it's like Jeff is like a killer or something.
Oh,
Barcode's
not an
like,
alien.
Not an alien.
Not an alien with debt.
I don't know. Ooh. So, still waiting on that. Still waiting on special episode of The Sign. Special episode of I Feel You Linger in the Air. They're coming out with a special episode of To Be Continued, which was an okay show. I don't know what left is there to tell, but all right.
I don't either. Like, I wonder. I mean, anytime they do a special episode on a show like that where like it ended with everything kind of being resolved and we don't need more, all we get is a slice of life like, oh, they're still together and they're still doing strong. And it's like, that's fine and all, but
I think they were fine. I think we didn't need anything more.
we didn't need anything more.
But I haven't seen Unintentional Love Story. Have you?
I did. I liked it.
Did that side couple need a spinoff?
I'm curious to see it. I have to go back and watch the show because it's been maybe like almost a year and a half maybe since I last saw it. So, but yeah, But overall, I would watch it. I would watch it. Um, Before we go to the next thing, I forgot to mention this.
What?
Jonathan, there's a fan that has a crush on you.
Oh my god. And that's a word on the tweet, I guess.
It kind of is because I had this conversation with somebody. So I guess when we do feedback next week. So by the way, little plug, if y'all have any feedback about our show, good, bad, ugly, weird, whatever it may be, go ahead and either email us, put it in the comments on our Instagram, DM us something, and then we'll go ahead and read it out. We want feedback. We take it all.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have tough skin, but
we know
we'll take it. Whatever you tell us, we're going to we'll put it into consideration. Mm-hmm. So let us know. But I did get this little feedback. So you do have a little crush.
Ooh.
I did tell this person because I know who this person is, and I was like,
say their name. No.
And I was like, first of all, you've been with who? Like, I was like, Jonathan has been with Steven for almost going on 8 years.
I think we're about to be 7.
7. Okay, so I added a year. Okay, and then this person has been with their partner for over 3 years. So I was like, you need to stop it. So
and we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
One thing is, what both of y'all have in common is y'all are polyamorous in your heads, but monogamous in practice. So
it'd be like that.
Right. So anyway, let's go to our show of the week, and hopefully there won't be any polyamory in this. Or maybe there is. I don't know.
Maybe there is. Oh.
So, Jonathan, what is your show this week?
I've watched so many good shows this week. I feel like this was a good week for shows.
Yeah,
but
I think this month is a good month for shows.
I'm like, stuff is kind of kicking off right now.
Mm-hmm,
but I have to. I love how I was dragging this show like 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna give it to Knock Knock Boys just for this recent episode.
Oh,
that was so hilarious.
It was.
I mean,
let's go over what happened.
Yeah, let's go over what happened. So, 4 boys that live together in this house.
Mm-hmm.
What are their names? I don't remember.
I forgot their names too.
One of them is like rich.
Yes.
And so he's like, hey, I will pay for anyone's rent for a year if you help me hook up with this friend that I like.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all conspiring against each other to try to make this love happen, or to help pop this kid's cherry. That's the main thing, because he's a virgin.
Yes.
And so we get Jumper, who is, the actor is Pac, who was also just in Two Worlds.
Yes. And we saw his booty hairs. Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did we see booty hairs? Oh yeah, in the onsen.
Yes, we did.
Girl.
In that scene, we sure did. We saw booty hairs. We did.
So yeah, this episode, they're all drunk and messy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all trying to get him to have like a sloppy moment upstairs. And instead, we see him.
Oh, it was sloppy. It was sloppy.
I screamed.
Not in the
TV.
way they wanted, but it was sloppy.
They're playing these like little toot noises because homeboy had to shit out of nowhere.
And he did.
Oh, but first, not after projectile vomiting on this boy, on main character over here.
A whole mess.
I was like, oh, like they were making him, like, Jumper was serving trade this whole show. Like, he was bro, mass for mass. Like, yeah, man, football captain. Like, I can't. They had him at the full, vomiting and shitting himself on top of this little baby boy. That was hilarious, though.
Well, at least he got a first of something. I'm pretty sure that's the first time he's been thrown up on.
That's
and low-key pooped on.
The first and last time.
Hopefully the last time. Do you think he's still going to get with Jumper?
I hope he does, but I know he's going to probably end up with Latte.
I think so, too. I mean, their names go together so well. Almond
Almond
latte.
latte. Oh, that is
Hello.
really cute.
It goes so well together. It's so
What
funny how
about
we
Best
remember
in
the names.
Sang? I know. I don't remember Best in Sang's names.
I don't. I just had them in my
Tan
head.
Tanwa Tan Tana
Yeah,
Tanwa.
something like that. Tanwa
And
and
what's
Pete
best name in the show? Pete. Is it Pete?
or Peak? No, I
I
might be
I, I
getting
think it
shows
is
confused.
Peak. Yeah, it's Pete.
Yes, okay. So
Boom. Look at that.
I I mean, we know I already told you I think they're going to be together in
Oh,
some way, and you
they
could already see
kissed.
the
They
they
kissed.
did, and there's that tension, you know. You can feel
There
like the
is. I was like, Best
sexual
is in his top
vibrations, you know.
era. Oh my god. He said, "What's
Like
Chahub?"
right, you see all the moisture, you know. And Chahab, I mean, he's flying with Turkish Airlines.
I can't. He really is. He's a full
Like,
flight attendant right
yeah,
now.
he not going. And for
He not out there
y'all
right
who don't
now.
get the reference, Best was with
Check out the
Chahab and Check Out
series.
the Series, which we don't
Number
really
one
think is
worst
that great of a
BL
show.
ever. Worst
Uh,
BL ever.
yeah, not worse because we've seen worse, but definitely
That's
not
still my
great
worst.
by any
Yeah.
means. You still
You've
haven't
seen
seen
worse recently.
Dinosaur Love. Is
A
still
certain Cinderella story recently.
I would say that was better than Checkout in my opinion. I'll
Oh, really?
yeah. Yeah. Even though there were some problems with that, I
Mm-hmm.
would still say it was because Checkout dragged so much. You know what? We're not going to go into that. We don't got
Anyways,
time to talk about
what's
it.
your show
Let
of
me
the
go to
week? What's your
mine.
show?
So I actually finished a show that came out I think last year called Our Dining Table, and it is a
Mm-hmm.
Japanese BL, really cute. And you know, I love a food BL because all I want to do is when I'm watching it, all I want to do is eat. And there was a lot of things that I wanted to eat that they kept showing up. They did hot pot, they did curry, they were
Ooh.
giving me food, okay?
It was like
Uh
food of the week, right? Because he's learning new dishes or
no,
something,
that's
right?
naked dining. That is food of the week.
Ah,
And this one, with Our Dining Table, one
it's
of
more
the main
wholesome.
character, it's more wholesome. And it's about a guy who has pretty much distanced himself from his family. Um, a little background: he was adopted into a wealthy family, and his when he was a kid, and his older adopted brother was pretty much an ass, you know,
Mm.
because he was jealous, and they were kids, and you know, kids can get jealous, you know, and because of that, he could no longer eat with people. He would only eat by himself, and it really affected him psychologically. Um, and then when he gets older, and that's still impacting him, he doesn't eat with his coworkers, and you know everyone want to eat with their coworkers. Personally, I don't always eat with my coworkers because I need a break, okay? But
Oh, I mean, like
his
at work. I mean, I'm fine with
yeah,
that.
yeah, and I but in his case, you know, he's like he doesn't want to do it, period. It's because of that trauma that he has that's unresolved.
Mm.
So he usually would go outside, take his lunch, sit on a bench or something, and eat by himself. This one
Sad.
time he was eating by himself. This little kid runs up to him and takes his onigiri, and they
Mm-hmm.
start talking or whatnot. And then his big brother of this little kid comes up,
Oh, it's Big
eh,
Brother. Isn't that his son?
not his son, right? So, and they start a friendship that then they later start having feelings for each other.
Oh,
Um,
cute.
yeah, so it's really cute, very wholesome. And I think it's worth a watch. And I will say the adoptive brother, the his older brother is fine. Like when they
Older
because
brother of main
they're
character or older brother of this little kid?
older brother of the main character,
I see.
he is fine. Okay? Like he is so fine. Like so
He need
worth
his own
watching.
show.
He needs to be in a BL. I think he is in one also as a side character, but not in as a
Oh.
main. I think he's in another
Mm.
one, but it's worth watching. It's on Gaga Ulala. The whole thing is there. Might be a good weekend binge, you know, on a Saturday because each episode is like uh less than 30 minutes. And I think it's 10 episodes or something. So you could do this on a weekend, and just binge it.
Cute.
So
Yeah, the poster looks really cute. I just haven't dipped my toe into any Japanese cooking shows for some reason. I don't know.
this is
Like
one you
My
should
Dining
dip
Table, Naked
into.
Dining, like
Yeah, there's a lot
yeah.
of good ones, and if you love food, which I know you do, Jonathan,
Damn, clock
this,
me. You said I know you hungry.
yeah, because I'm hungry right now too. I'm trying to figure out what to have for dinner. But, I think you would like it. It's a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Anywho, let's get
Anywho,
into shows we're currently watching outside of some that were mentioned.
I'm
So,
watching so much.
yes, we're watching a lot, and I have a list. So I'm going to go down the list
Okay.
of what we're
I
currently
added a little to
watching,
this list
but we're
too.
only going to talk about two of them because we can't
Okay.
talk about everything on the list, okay?
I know.
So we are watching Love Sea,
Yup.
which is very wet. Only
Soaking.
Boo, which is ending this week.
I know. I don't
We
want
already
it to
talked.
end.
I know. We're also, watching at 25 o'clock in Akasaka, which is also
Mhm.
ending this week, which you talked about. My Love
Ooh.
Mix Up, Wandy
Yup.
Good Day,
Yup.
My Stand In, which we'll talk about in our
Yup.
bonus episode later.
Yes, bonus episode. Stay tuned for that.
Knock Knock Boys,
Mm-hmm.
Be Your Star.
Kind of on hiatus, but it's coming
Yeah,
back soon.
coming back in a couple weeks. Thank goodness. You are watching OMG Vampire.
Clock me. Not you should watch it too. Frank is so pretty.
Maybe. So far it's the show. It's the only show that's not good, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
SunsetxVibes, which
Just came out yesterday. We should talk.
And
about
then
it.
which
We're still watching.
actually
We Are
has
the
maybe
series.
4 more episodes, I think. So it's not close to the end yet, but there's a little bit more coming.
Yeah,
out,
I'm surprised they're really dropping 16 episodes for this show.
Well, I mean, with all those couples.
I know, but they're kind of dragging some of these storylines. But
Yeah. Yeah, so
But
which two should we talk about? I know we definitely should
I
talk
put
about the
my
wettest
two.
one, Love Sea.
We have to talk about Love Sea.
Ooh, that show wet, honey. It is wet. Okay,
Oh my
not
God.
because of the sea. It
Ooh.
is moist, honey.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
Wait, but I
honey.
feel like we should talk about SunsetxVibes a little bit since it just came out.
Okay,
talk
do you
about
want
that
to talk
first.
about that first, and then we go to Love Sea?
Yeah, let's give it its flowers first because I've been waiting
Okay.
for this Moss Bank show.
So first episode came out yesterday on Saturday. So again, for
Mhm.
y'all who don't know, we record on Sunday. We release this on Tuesday. So we are already,
A couple
we're in
days
the
into
past.
the week.
y'all, okay? So
But it just came out on iQiyi.
Yes.
I mean,
And it's a Saturday show, right? It's every Saturday on
Mhm.
iQiyi, I believe. Mm-hmm.
so what are your first thoughts on it? What's your first impression? I mean, the first 5 seconds of the show, I was like, "Am I watching The Sign?"
Yeah,
like,
that
alright.
was what I thought too. I was like,
I was like, "Oh, I didn't know this show was like magical."
yeah, I
or
didn't think it was
mystical.
supernatural or anything, but
Yeah,
I guess he was just having a dream. We'll see if this comes up again.
Yeah, we'll see if that comes back.
But I will say this is a good first episode. It already
It's setting
has
up
me
all the
intrigued because
characters.
it set up all the characters.
As Moss
You're-
as this like DL rich daddy. I was
There
like,
is
what
a
is going
GL
on?
side couple.
Oh yes.
Yes. We already know. There's gonna be mess.
And it's introducing us to like 2 new boys.
Yes.
What are their names? Like Pete and something.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're real names. I don't know what their I forgot their in character names for everyone.
Right. And we know it's gonna be. We know this show is going to have a messy plot, like drama messy.
I mean,
because
dating the president of the place
of
you're
the
interning
company,
at.
right?
Yeah.
Like this show already, it was like it's giving me The Sign. It's giving me what is it? Step by Step.
It's giving me Step by Step. It's giving me what's that GMMTV version of the show? Boss and a Babe.
Giving Boss and a Babe, but better acting.
Oh.
It's giving a lot of things, and but it is a Star Hunter show. Because one thing about Star Hunter that we have noticed is when they put in money, they put in money. Okay,
Oh, this show is beautiful.
This show, you already know, is they put in a lot of money, like maybe too much money. Cause listen, one, they just sent some of that money to me. Okay,
Ooh.
like, like there's a lot of money in it. Like you can tell from the first episode they pumped money into the show, and I think if when the plot really picks up, it's gonna be a really good show. I'm waiting for the plot to pick up. I hope
so. Yeah, because so far, is there gonna be trouble in paradise? Are they gonna hide their relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna be kind of Nepo baby into the company? I don't know. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, but you can already tell there's gonna be a lot of drama
and spice. Because what was that? What was that?
Yeah, because we already we saw the top of
the top of something.
We saw the top of Masa's pubic hair. It's like the very tippy top.
Oh my god!
So I don't know if we're gonna be seeing booty crack or anything like that.
Anyways,
we'll see. I mean, I could find out. We could find out if what we're gonna see moving forward. But already there's been some spice. Okay.
Anyways, the uncut version is on iQiyi. Yes,
it is. And speaking of another show on iQiyi, let's go back to Love Sea, because this week's episode, baby.
We just saw it. We just finished watching it.
Listen,
20 minutes ago. Listen, I screamed. I had to call Steven over. I was like, "What am I watching?" I was like, "This is on iQiyi. This is too much." Mame is out of control.
This I was not expecting to see
on episode 2
booty like that.
Ford's booty.
Like we saw more than crack.
I was like, this is spicier than Love in the Air.
Way spicier. We're on
episode 2. I was like, where's the plot?
2.
Where's the plot?
So first of all, he got what's his name? Got beach brain. He got beach brain.
He got the drink sets on the beach. Yeah, he did.
Yes. He didn't. That was more than the drink, because the person who was drinking. One thing, I don't know if you caught this. Okay.
Oh my.
Mr. Moot. Okay, that's his name.
It's
wiped his mouth when he was done.
He was, being a gentleman. I don't know.
He swallowed.
He swallowed the Love Sea. That is the show.
I mean, he did. Like, I was not prepared. Was I happy to see it? Maybe. Was I prepared? No. There was a lot going on.
Do we know anything? I was like, what is the plot of the show again? I didn't see any trailers.
So what we know, let's go ahead and give the people a synopsis.
A little synopsis so far.
Let's
talk about how it's connected to the rest of the world of the MAME universe.
Why don't you go into that? And then
I tried to send you that video. So it's like, it all goes back to like Tharn type and Love by Chance,
Whoa.
Tharn and type.
It's all related to that?
Yes, it's all the same universe. Because in Love by Chance, there is, Earth is in Love by Chance, and he plays type.
Yes.
In Love by Chance, which is crazy, because he does not give type. Like, go eat that down.
Right.
But, so these characters are friends with, Moot is friends with some guy named Calm. Is his name Calm?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Who is Type's best friend back on the island, like back where he grew up. So if you remember Tharn Type, he had like a friend that was also gay, but he was like really homophobic to him for the first part of the show, remember? So it's all connected in this big deep world. But I think this is like the first time that she's like reusing actors for her universe, right? Because I wonder if we're gonna have a crossover between Love in the Air and Love Sea. Like, I doubt it, but
no, because they're playing two different characters.
It'd be cool though. It'd be cool and see little doppelgangers. But
so I think one thing I think is important to point out is, let's set up the plot for the people who haven't seen it. Okay. Not spoiling too much, because already, if you are following anything on Instagram, you've already seen all the NC scenes. You know,
you've seen everything.
The rated X. You've already seen everything. But pretty much, what's his name? Oh, Rack, right? So
Ton Rock.
Yeah, Ton Rock. But he goes by Rock. So Rock is a writer who happens to be very wealthy. And he was sent to this island to allegedly be inspired to write his next book or whatever.
That had to do with the sea or something.
Right. And Moot happens to be the person who is being paid to take care of him.
He's like a local
He's a local of the
island
diving instructor. Yeah. Everybody knows him, all of that. Now, I'm not going to say too much more, because if I do say more, we're going to spoil stuff for people.
Just know that
we do find
bodies collide.
Bodies collide. And then we do find out there is more of a reason beyond helping him write that we find out towards the end of episode 2. And what is detailed in that, I guess we'll find out in episode 3. But I don't want to say too much more, other than I think the show is worth watching. I'm enjoying it so far. If you want to see booty, you got it. If you want to see...
if you want to see emotional outbursts, you got it.
If you want to see emotional outbursts, if you want to see fellatio, you will see it. Ooh. If you want to see... Well, to an extent, because they can't be showing...
Oh my God.
They can't be showing ding-a-ling going into people's mouths. Like, they can't be doing that. But you know it is, you know. But if you want to see, you know, coital engagements... You will see them.
Maine will always give it to you in every show.
Right. Coital engagements.
Also, I think
with condoms.
Oh my God. Ja is going to be in this show.
Oh.
Which is also a repeat character. Like, I was hoping that maybe he'd play Leo from Don't Say No. Like, he's playing his character. But no, I think he's playing someone completely new.
Okay. So a different character. Okay. This is very interesting that it's all in the same kind of universe. But
yeah, I want to see them just like drop hints about other characters. Name drop some other people.
I guess we'll find out.
Even name drop their characters from, you know, Love in the Air. Is there a story called Love in the Air too? Love in the Air.
Yeah.
I know, but I guess yeah.
So anyway,
yeah.
Anyway, we got another thing to move on to, because I got a game for you once again.
Yes. We love playing games.
I know. So, Jonathan, let me test your knowledge in sexual moisture.
Oh my, what the hell is this? What?
So, it's actually not that nasty, but a little nasty, because it's me. But I'm going to describe some shows that have steamy or messy shower, bath, pool, or wet bed scenes. And geez. You tell me the name of the show, okay?
All right.
Let's see if you can get it, okay? And hopefully you've watched all of these. I think you have.
I think I have. I mean, I'm finally now getting to The Novelist.
Yes. I will tell you, I'll give you a hint, that is not on this list.
All right, thank God.
Okay. So the first one. In the series, the couple would dress up as a bunny and tiger before they start knocking boots.
All right. Wandy, good day.
You got that correct. And you just see the last episode, right?
Oh, Pod was being messy.
Dr. Tur, who is Pod, by the way, for y'all who don't know, Pod is the name of the actor. His character is Dr. Tur.
Dr. Tur was being messy. I love to see it.
He was so messy.
I was hoping they'd kiss.
Well, He might have been thrown up on.
Oh,
At the
we're
rate
gonna
that
have a
was
knock knock
going.
boys moment.
It
Yeah,
was gonna be a knock knock boys moment.
Jumper part 2.
Mm-hmm. Here's the second one, okay?
Okay.
Mix's man, Earth Peripot, was in the show. And during the swim team's retreat, he put a milky popsicle in the mouth of his love interest, played by Nu, and Nu deep-throated the popsicle, no gag reflex, but left a milky mess around his mouth.
I do not remember this moment, but I know it's Water Boys, obviously.
It sure is Waterboy, and I have the clip saved to my phone. I'll send it to you later.
Maybe we'll post it. We'll post it.
Yeah, we can post it. I mean, they not naked or nothing, and it's
naked
in front of everybody. So, yeah, that scene had me scream because I was like, "What is going on?"
The whole time, Earth had a whole girlfriend.
Right, a mess. Okay. So, this one is a bit sad. In the show, the mains are co-workers who start as friends with benefits. But when they were preteens, they did have an encounter that caused one of their parents to send the other abroad.
This is to be continued?
Mm-mm.
The way that could fit for to be continued? Down. Oh, no,
Good.
wait, they're not co-workers. Wait. Co-workers?
Mm-hmm.
Sent abroad.
And this one is and I will tell you, this show is Japanese, so I'll give you that.
Oh, Japanese. Oh, Tokyo and April is.
That is it. Ding, ding, ding,
Yes.
ding. Okay.
Oh, that was trauma.
That was
trauma.
a show. Very traumatic, but a good show. A good show. Okay. This one's going to be a little harder, okay? These two are on the high school volleyball team. And they
twins
hide.
the series.
No. Let me finish reading the description, okay?
So
I'm gonna start again. These two are on the high school volleyball team, and they hide from other team members in one of the locker room showers, while one of them is clearly naked.
Naked. High school volleyball.
Mm-hmm. And it's not Thai. I'll tell you that. This is not a Thai series.
Is this History 2?
Mm-hmm. And be specific. History 2.
I don't know the name of it. I just know it's History 2.
History 2, Crossing the Line.
Crossing the Line. See, I did not watch that show, but I know that it's about volleyball.
Yeah, and you should watch it. It was actually a good one. And it's short, so it's good to watch. Okay, here's another one. Let's see. This one might be a little hard.
Look at me, passing with flying colors. I got this.
So far.
King of BL.
So,
self-proclaimed.
Kings and queens. Anyway, in the show, Drake's character was called out by his dad for giving his friend dirty drawers to wear that were jizz stained.
Yup, boom. What's that show called? 'Cause You're My Boy.
That's correct.
I love that show. That's one of my top shows.
That show was good. It didn't get, people said it wasn't that great, but I enjoyed it.
It just had really, really bad editing. Like they had $2 to make that show.
Yeah, that was GMMTV's early days.
But that had like early, like Kao Tong. That had early Neo and Puin when they were a ship. Like y'all, go back and watch it.
That's a good one. It was pretty good. These two former ex-lovers make out at a natural spring while on a road trip in the last days of Earth because a meteor is going to hit Earth.
Oh, the way I did not see this show, but it's called To
and
the End of the World or something.
Yes, To the End of the World with You. Yes, that is it.
Yeah.
And they had some scenes that
I haven't seen that show, but it's Japanese, right?
Mm-hmm. And
I think there's two versions of it, or no?
There's a Thai version that people say is not good, but this one is great, and it is so wet. It is very moist. Very moist.
It has that one guy who was in another BL, and he was real dry in that other BL. So
yes, but he was not dry in this one. Ooh. This one he was extra hydrated. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna say that. Okay. And I think we got enough time, so I'm gonna throw a bonus. So this one, you better get this right. And if you don't,
Okay.
I'm going to be mad. Okay. So this series might have the most memorable public sex scene of all Thai BLs.
Public?
And,
oh my.
And it was wet and gangsta on that rooftop.
Gangster. On a rooftop. Kim Porsche?
Yes. We all know that scene in the pool. That was a rooftop pool.
That was, I guess. Was it? It was like a penthouse pool.
Yeah. Where's a penthouse? On the top of a what?
On the top of your head.
On the top of a building. That's what it is. Okay.
All right, and I still got it right. 10 for 10.
You
Boom.
did get it right. Okay. You got 6 out of 6 or 6 out of 7 because you got the bonus right too. So look at you.
7 out of 6.
Okay. And guess what? That's it for this episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. But if you want to hear about our recap of my stand-in, definitely listen to our bonus episode, which we actually dropped yesterday as in on Monday.
Yep.
Okay, we dropped it on Monday, so go back and listen to it if you haven't. But of course, make sure you watch the show first. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Be safe. Make sure your knees are lubricated so then you're not dry humping.
Well, I hope the ride in your life taught you me. Hope the wet ride in your. Anyways, goodbye.
Alrighty, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.